What we do at Takeoff is we specialize in flying FPV drones for real estate, and we do the photography side, so full-fledged media. Before I was kind of like the lone wolf. I was doing everything myself, and I've done it for about 4 years, right? And was always kind of hitting the plateau. And I started connecting with some other real estate media guys, and a couple of them were like, "Hey, we're using Tonomo." And so I kind of learned about it and was kind of just, yeah, like I was saying, hitting a plateau a little bit, and joined this, and it's made everything streamlined and easy and just kind of seamless to use. I've had tons of realtors just tell me how much they love booking with it and how easy it is to use. So before that, I've been able to take on a lot more jobs and get a lot more done and have time to actually work on the business instead of like in it, kind of like I was kind of stuck doing forever.
Awesome. Glad to hear that. So what were you doing before Tonomo to kind of manage your orders? Were you using another software? Were you just spreadsheeting it? What were you doing?
I was kind of just writing it down on pieces of paper and kind of in my notes. And, you know, the only software I guess I was using was Google Calendar. So nothing really too crazy. I just didn't know any better. And it's until you know better and you see other people are able to do so much, you're like, all right, well, what systems do I need to put in place? What do I need to do to start going?
Yeah. So what was that switch for you? Like what kind of, I mean, you talked about plateauing, but was there like a specific moment or thing that made you go realize I got to do something better?
Yeah, I think it was whenever I was talking to a couple other guys with real estate media companies, and it was at the same point where I was kind of getting burnt out a little bit, and I was like, man, I was like, I gotta really get my shit together, and
it was taking all the fun out of it.
Yeah, I was taking all the fun out of it, and so
yeah,
I was like, I need to do something. I know I got to get a CRM software booking system, something, because I was having to manually do all these orders.
Yep.
Communicate with them. They're like, hey, send me your pricing. I didn't want to have it on my website yet, so I'd shoot them over a PDF, and it was just too much to do. And then I'd forget 25% of them and wouldn't even respond back because I'm busy doing other stuff, and it was really dumb. And then being late on invoices, I would forget to send invoices like till a month out, and then I'm like, oh shoot, I need to make more money and have that come in. So
so yeah, that's I think something people don't realize is that when you're just writing physical notes or spreadsheet or something, or just Google Calendar, all the details are on you, and missing that invoice, missing that deliverables, that has a significant impact on things, especially deliverables. Customer not getting their stuff, they're gonna let you know, that's for sure.
The hard way.
So how has it been since switching on to Tonomo on covering up for those kind of issues?
It's been great. I mean, there's a lot of different features with getting the scheduling right and being able to know how much time you're going to be there for each shoot, and then factoring in the drive time helps a lot. Having everything in one place has just been the biggest game changer for having everything, organized, and it's easy for me to see. I don't like organizing stuff as much, but I like having it organized for me, which is a good hand in hand with using Tonomo.
Yeah, no, I'm glad to hear. So let's talk on the business side of things. I'm glad to hear the operations side's improving a lot. How on the business side, have you seen growth in the last couple of months since you've been on with Tonomo?
Yeah, I've been able to take on a lot more, especially with getting my new photo and video editors and having them being able to communicate with Tonomo to send the stuff there, and then have that send to the customer. Everything's just been a way easier process, man, and it's helped a lot. And I've just been able to take on more. I'm able to see all my data, see all my shoots in one thing instead of like having it in my notes or piece of paper or whiteboard. So it's been able to give me a lot more time.
Awesome. I'm really glad to hear that. So let's talk about more the onboarding process. So we've been getting you onboarded. I think for you, it really only took about 2-3 weeks to really get you up and running.
Well, part of that was on my end where I wasn't really doing anything. It took me a little while.
For sure. No, hey, I mean, I always say to people when they're coming on board that, like, if you have jobs, it's your business, go make money. I get it. You know, like we moved to the back burner for a little bit. So that never offends me. So other than getting the software set up, I mean, because, there's all the data entry stuff you have to do. There's the software setup side, but were there other benefits of going through the onboarding process? Like, how did we make any impact on your business, your pricing, your ability to get new customers? Like, what tell me more about like how we helped refine your business in any way.
Well, it definitely helped me charge a little bit more because some of the guys I was talking to and like the initial onboarding. So I first talked to Brennan about Tonomo, and then he was like, dude, you got to double your stuff. I'm like, that's crazy. But I started raising my prices, and I'm only getting more customers. And then talking with you was like, I was wondering, like, dude, they got to pay you so much money if you're like having the time to keep talking with me to get it set up. Like, I was really, really impressed with how much you pour into the onboarding, because it makes me really feel like, okay, they're making sure, like, you're keeping me accountable. Like, hey, do you understand how all this works? Like, because we're here to help you with that. So I know that there's no doubt that like it's going to be easy for me to use once I get everything going, and I can ask you guys, any questions about it. It's just been super easy.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thanks for the positive feedback there. Did you feel like, other than, I know that you had to take some time to get some shoots, but so other than the little bit of delay on your end, did you feel like the timeline to get onboarded, was that appropriate? Too fast, too slow? I'd like to hear about that. I guess it can never be too fast.
Well, I mean, it could be not too fast, but just too surface level. But this wasn't. In general, I think like people trying to rush, and big corporations trying to like rush stuff, and then you kind of left like hanging, like, all right, well, I didn't really get that part. I think we took just the right amount of time, and even could have taken a little bit. I think we took even a little bit more too, just to go over everything, which isn't a bad thing. That's a good thing. Like, you guys are making sure that we're nailing everything down and that I understand it. And now it's been easier for me to use because you guys have a lot of features, but the layout's kind of easy to understand. There's a lot to cover, and we did it in a pretty good amount of time.
Awesome. Thank you.
I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, that's always a balance between, like, we want to get you up and running quick, but what I always say is that ownership of your platform is really important, because this is your business. You need to be able to own it, feel confident, feel comfortable. So do you feel like at this point in Tonomo that it's I guess the word I'd use for like is a partner, like you work in tandem with it, or does it feel still like something where it's like this this operating system that you haven't really gotten a sense of?
No, I feel like we're partners. I mean, like, you guys, the company always likes my Instagram posts and stuff, and I'm in the Slack channel, and I'm able to ask questions. So I almost feel like we should all meet up and hang out.
All right, like, you can host me in Kansas City. Love it. I'll take that, and I'll host you up here in DC.
I can't wait to just get this area under control and then just plink somewhere else.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, so is that kind of your next step, do you think, for you, is new geographic territory? Once you got Ken. Okay.
For sure. Yeah. I don't know where I'd want to go, but I don't know. I've always
somewhere
liked
sunny.
Colorado.
How about that?
But what's that?
Somewhere sunny and warm.
Yeah, somewhere sunny and warm, or if it's I don't like snow because then I can't shoot. Definitely somewhere sunny and warm.
Somewhere where there's never rain. Yeah, that'd be nice. Or fog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the worst when you get like a week of that.
Yeah, I had a customer who was just like, dude, I haven't done anything because it's just been foggy all week, so I have to reschedule everything.
Oh, yeah, we've had tons of fog.
Yeah, he's like, it's a nightmare. And I was like, oh, sorry, man. Yeah. That's a new one for me. Usually it's rain. I haven't heard fog too much. So, all right. So last question. And I kind of want to, this is kind of an oddball question, but what I want to know is, what's an underrated benefit with Tonomo? I know we've got scheduling, I know we've got booking, but is there like, and it could be software related or anything attached. Is there something you think that like underrated, more people should know about?
Yeah, I think the most underrated and what I got the most excited about was, so my business is based mostly off video. We do like 75% video, 25% photos, right? So I want to be able to have people go on their booking and be able to see, okay, there's video examples with it, this and that. Other obviously I talked and Zoomed with other companies like in the same space as Tonomo, but I just wasn't. This was the most clean looking, well organized one that I saw, and I really like how you can kind of integrate videos with your descriptions. Like, you click through it, you can add a video link there, and the way that it's laid out, and it almost seems like it pushes clients to kind of want to get the next package or get the next step up. The way everything looks, I think, has the best look. It's underrated for the actual booking system itself.
Awesome.
That's what I'm most excited about.
Yeah, I agree. I think that is an underrated because of that, how you present yourself to your client. Often you don't have a lot of interaction with them before they book. So what can you do to have them be excited and interested in what that you're offering? And I agree. I think we do that really well.
Yeah, and that's why it's worth it to do this, because you're getting that better look. And I've had realtors ever since I put it up. I haven't gotten everyone on it because I have to send out the emails, say, hey, this is what we got going on. but we got everything rolling. We're ready to go, and
yeah,
super stoked to use it. And they all love it so far.